got to love the house band, right? Everyone loves that house band. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Good Morning New Jersey. Let's bring in the gang here. There we go. We are live. You're looking live, like Brent Musburger used to say, right? And the reason why I did that was because of the sports betting. But anyway, I digress very quickly off the rails. So good morning. We're live here on, where the hell are we? We are on the YouTube page, Kay's Facebook page and G-Man's Facebook page. So jump in with a comment. Let us know where you're watching us from all across the Garden State or across the world. You know, we haven't had somebody out of New Jersey in a while jump in. We had a couple there from Florida, I think. Didn't we have somebody from Australia? I think.
And we had somebody from Canada, I think, too, right?
Canada, too, yeah. So jump in with your comments. We're just kind of hanging out here for the next hour. So again, we're on YouTube. It's Good Morning New Jersey. Just search it out. Like, subscribe. We really need the subscribers. Also like the videos too. That's another YouTube millennial thing. I don't know what it is. Maybe just becoming an old man, but it's all part of the whole package. I don't know.
The algorithm.
There it is. The algorithm. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. So what's happening? What's going on? It's been a while. It's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah. So what's new with everybody?
Feels like a while though. It feels like it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Was the last show the Bahamas show? When I was in the Bahamas, was that the last?
Well, we were all together, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, because the week after our whole house got hit with norovirus.
Okay.
Gnarly.
That was fun. I shouldn't say whole house because my husband escaped it per usual.
He's like
he's
mute everything.
That brings it in. So
mute everything.
How does Dr. Scott escape it being surrounded by so much viral load every day?
His immune system is probably like amazing.
Load.
Oh my God.
Viral load. This sounds bad.
It does.
Would.
Hey, this is a PG show. This is a family show here.
Where were you last week, G? Were you away? I can't keep up with your schedule.
No. I was here. Yeah, I don't know. It was just one of those crazy weeks, I think,
Yeah.
Nice.
But next week I'll be up in Buffalo,
Buffalo.
So
good.
The morning show next Tuesday, so I can't do both once, but maybe I'll be able to chime in somehow, or maybe if there's a break, I'll see.
There you go.
Nice. We go, as you guys know, we go to network programming at 7. So if there's a little time in there for me to chime in from my phone, I could do a little behind the scenes or something from the roof here. It's a beautiful view from the roof here in downtown Buffalo.
Yeah. Well, just be careful. We don't want somebody we all know very well to, what are you doing? What's going on? I'm seeing this thing. Oh, gee. Oh, it's loading. More likely behind a locked door in some capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so speaking of the weather, I mean, it's
what's this? I'm hearing all this crazy weather, tornadoes and all. Not for us, but
not for us. Down in the south,
it's kind of nuts.
Yeah. So right now we're like sandwiched in between two systems. So we have the system offshore that brought us the rain on Saturday, which Dizzle, very well, as you and I were enjoying a fantastic breakfast toast there in Cranford.
Yeah, it was pretty solid breakfast.
That was a solid breakfast.
It was, yeah.
Dizzle and I were on a commando run, so so we had time for a little breakfast, which was great. So anyway, that system is now offshore, as you can see there in tidbits, but there's a strong front just out to the west. That cold front there. Let me change the projection a little bit. That cold front is marching towards us. It's also the same front that is producing severe weather in the south, is producing, let me see here. Let me just click on regions here. Let me get you a better projection here. So bear with me for 2 seconds. That front is producing that severe weather in the south, tornadoes, wicked thunderstorms, all that sort of not so good stuff. So Northeast US, there it is. All right, there we go. So there's a better projection. So we're good today, increasing clouds. Here comes the rain for tomorrow. But there is some speculation as to, let's take you out in a little bit more time, 24 hours, not much rain here. That's overnight in towards tomorrow morning. So we're looking pretty good at 2 a.m., 30 hours out here. We get a little closer to 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. There's nothing 12Z. And let's go tomorrow afternoon. And you can see there's a little sliver of some rain trying to zip through, perhaps a couple isolated little showers. So, but it's really Thursday morning when a wave of low pressure develops along that front and actually rides up from the south. You can start to see a hint of it there in North Carolina, on the North Carolina, South Carolina border as we move in towards, it's much rainier. You see the yellows over the metropolis of Cranford and Clark and the Disney grounds, and further to the south into Monmouth County and by Kay there in Middlesex County here.
What time is that?
This is 8 a.m. March 28th. So this is 8 a.m. Thursday morning.
Thursday morning, right? Wow.
So making for a crappy commute, no doubt.
Yep.
And still in play here because, it's not moving west to east, really. That wave is moving up from the south. So usually when we see these events that have more of an agiostrophic flow to it, meaning it's not coming from the normal west to east flow. It's coming up from the south or anywhere else for that matter. If it's backing in off the ocean, it can be longer lasting, lingers, and unfortunately could also be a higher rain producer. So this is still 8 o'clock at night, Thursday. So we've got rain in play Thursday, really 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at least, until that area of low pressure kind of gets a little nudge in the ass and kind of moves on out of here.
Is it as heavy as the stuff on Saturday?
I don't think quite, but I think rainfall totals probably should be. I think we're looking at a solid inch at least.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. It's been a fairly wet winter. I mean, granted, not so much the white, but it's seems like it's every 2-3 days or whatever we're getting another system here just to get a stretch of just some like decent weather. Has been kind of tough the last month.
So yesterday was an epic day, absolutely beautiful. Today is starting out cloudy, but relatively mild,
right?
Not too bad. And then milder, I should say. The clouds at night definitely help to keep the temperature up,
sure,
which is good. Yesterday was chilly. Yesterday was a chilly start. Actually, not that mild. I'm at 36, so we still saw those numbers. But we started out yesterday. We were like 30, so it's a little bit better. It's a little less cold, shall we call it? Let's not use the word mild.
Less cold, yes.
Less cold.
Well, I mean, I think it's the Mets are on their opening days. I think it's Thursday. That may not happen.
No, that's gonna suck.
That's gonna,
But how many opening days have there been? Snow flurries and
sure, yeah. Well, that's now, that's what happens now when you start the season in March.
Right.
It was always like maybe the end of the first week, like 7th, 8th of April, somewhere in there. I mean, 2 weeks could make certainly all the difference in the world as far as it being a fighting chance to have some decent baseball weather. But, it's just interesting, they call them the boys of summer, but then most of the stuff that really takes place is in the middle, is in the fall where it's like 40 degrees.
Right. Yeah. I have to call
40 degrees.
Ohani and make sure I get my bet in.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Oh,
what's he getting paid? $700 million a year?
Exactly.
Forgot what the rim shot is. I don't think that's it. Rim shot.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah, exactly.
Was that supposed to be a gunshot?
I don't know what that was. I don't have the labels on these things.
So if you're making 700 million or whatever his crazy deal is, like, why are you an idiot? Like, why don't you just go out there and play and collect your money, right?
So stupid.
So stupid.
But and now they're gonna try to cover up for it. It's just, I don't know. Baseball and what these people are getting paid to play a game, it's mind-boggling. It's just mind-boggling.
Exactly.
Football, baseball, same. It's just crazy.
Yeah. So,
Dizzle was a heck of a baseball player.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just as good as the soccer player. It's funny. I'll tell you a quick story real fast. Just the other day, I was about a week or 2 weeks ago, whatever. I was coming off the train, and there was these two brothers or whatever. They were waiting. Two guys that were standing in the waiting to get off the train. So they're looking at me saying, "Oh, you get." I mean, look. All three of us have gotten that look a million times. With somebody knows you, but you don't know them, right? So these two guys, they say, "Hey, you Don Smith?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh yeah, we played soccer with you on some like 7th grade team or whatever." And the first thing I was thinking was that dude that I knocked out that he completely wets himself every time we told the story, right? And
What?
I was like,
Dude,
oh my God, is this the guy? And then he said his name, and I still didn't recognize the name. I'm like, oh no, it's not. It wasn't these two guys, but because they're twins.
Wait. You knocked somebody out?
not
So
with
it
his
was in-
fist, with a soccer ball.
Yeah, so I think it was either it doesn't matter. It was like 7th or 8th grade or whatever. Maybe 6th or 7th grade, right? So we're playing. I was in soccer. I was also did baseball, whatever. So and it was weird because the way the field was at the school, like the field, it wasn't really flat. It was kind of like it kind of sloped down to the one side, so you couldn't really see. You like if you were defending on this side, looking up, it was like watching coming across the horizon, right?
Like every horrible rec field or middle school field or
That's
elementary
right.
school field.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. So they were. I was under the orders of if the ball comes towards you, you just kick it, right? Get it out of the zone, right? This kid's coming. He's coming at me. I drilled this thing. Let me tell you, it's probably the best kick of my life, right? I got all of it. This thing hit this kid square in the head, right between the eyes, knocked him out. He just went down like a bowling pin, and he was on the ground for a good 5 minutes, like out.
Did
Like,
everybody take a knee though? Did everybody take a knee?
No, we didn't take a knee. You know what that was. So they
Did
had
you
to
get
bring
oranges at halftime?
Oh my God.
They had to bring the smelling salts out. And crack the smelling salts, and the kid just, whoa, what's going on, man?
Oh no.
Oh, I tuned this kid up big time, man. I can still see it. He just went down. It was just a perfect kick. He was just the wrong spot at the wrong time. This guy
I
just
didn't know you had it in you, Dizzle. Oh my God.
right? This guy wets himself. I told him a million times to him.
So a couple miracles happened. Dizzle beat the other defender, beat the other kid to the ball, got a great foot on it.
Wow.
Had this monster clearance kick that happened.
then-
This kid in the face.
Clipped him. I don't even know where the ball went. I mean, I don't know where the hell the ball went. For all I know, could have gone on our own goal.
And you're like, well, I'm done. My job here is done.
Yeah, exactly.
I got it out of the goal. That was
it.
good job.
Hey, that's what they told me to do. And I just was on orders. On orders.
So I have one better than that from yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no.
I'm meeting a contractor. Guy looks at me. He's like, God, where do I know you from? So I tell him. He's like, oh, that's right. He goes, hey, oh yeah, Brian Jenkins. He used to rent my apartment from me in Edison.
Oh, geez.
I was like, no way. So Brian, for the folks that are tuning in, used to be one of our co-anchors at our old shop, and
Back in the day.
back in the
that's a
day.
while ago.
So he's like, yeah, he used to rent my my apartment from me, and I was like, wow, it's like 6 degrees of separation,
Oh, my
That's
God.
crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty funny. So
That's gonna be like 15 years ago or something.
Yeah.
yeah, Brian's been gone, I think, for at least 7 or 8 years. Maybe.
Oh, easily.
Right when I
easily.
started, he was kind of leaving. So
Yeah,
that was
he
8 years.
Yeah,
Because then he moved to nights
Yes.
I think so. Right.
Yeah.
after the mornings with him and Rocks. And then,
Yeah.
and then he moved to nights or whatever. But wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I was like, whoa,
Then he rented the apartment. What a small world, right?
crazy. I
Wow.
was like, okay,
Yeah.
But it was good. We had a good laugh. Brian's a character, good dude. So
Oh yeah,
I was just like,
at least, yeah.
oh
yeah.
my God,
He's
yeah.
a funny guy. Let's bring in some of the comments because this is for Will, man. This is for you, brother.
This is for Will.
That's it. So
Will's
good morning.
been like radio silent lately.
Good morning from Jessica and Howell, and we've got Anthony here from Diker Heights, Brooklyn.
Nice.
Yeah. We've got Jill coming in from Union, and our buddy Barry up there in Bloomingdale.
Yay.
King James.
Barry.
Wow. King James. Wow. Look at this guy. Puts you on a
King
pedestal.
James.
Holy
He
smoke.
does.
Good morning,
We
Wayne.
can call Kay Queen K.
Queen K.
Uh, Virginia says West Belmar. Is that
Nice.
what it's even called anymore? No, is that really? I thought they changed the name of that. Is it Lake Como?
It's
No,
like
it's South
Como.
Belmar. That's right.
South Belmar, yeah.
Right. Philip Alexander, Jill, me too in Union. Not sure what that means, but so we got Anna here. Buenos dias, my friend here from Homedale. Any of you following March Madness? Iowa versus West Virginia. It was a nail biter last night. I didn't
So
see that
Iowa,
one.
she's talking about Iowa women. I'm assuming, 'cause
I don't know. I
I'm
would think
assuming,
so.
but
because
Iowa
the men
women,
don't play until Thursday. So
Iowa women, the Caitlin Clark girl, and some of the other teams,
yeah,
I mean,
okay,
obviously getting a
yeah,
ton
hmm
of press. And me being with Nicole at South Carolina, I'm more of a Gamecock fan, and
hmm
South Carolina women are usually ranked one
right,
in the country.
hmm
Mm.
I haven't seen the rankings lately, but yeah, I would love to see in South Carolina Iowa matchup.
nice,
Bring
yeah.
it, bring
That's
it.
it. Yeah, because I think the Sweet 16 starts on Thursday, but Seton
Yeah.
Hall's still in it in the NIT, so they've done pretty well, showing the reason why they should have been in the tournament to begin with, but got snubbed. Lori, watching Clemson, so proud of them. All right.
Mm,
Jerry Lowe, good morning from Wall. A lot of Monmouth County folks here.
that's right, dude.
We got
Monmouth
Ken
County's
The
here.
great.
G-Man.
That's
That's
it,
right.
right? Good morning from Hillsboro. Love seeing you all together. So Barry is chiming in here saying 7.84 of rain for March thus far in Bloomingdale. That's a lot of rain.
Yeah, so I think if we get another inch, there's going to be some spots in the state that pick up 10 inches of rain for the
Wow.
month of March.
Wow.
That's
So which is
crazy.
just, stupid,
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, the converse of that is, if it was cold enough, if potentially a lot of that could have been snow. I mean, it's not it's a little bit of an apples to oranges comparison. So
Right.
you can't draw that line and say, oh, if it was cold, all of that would have been snow.
No.
Not necessarily, but we certainly could have had a lot more snow than we did, or
Right.
or any snow in March.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
so hey, look, I mean, we need all. I mean, I'm not saying we need all the rain we can get, but I mean, who knows what the summer is going to bring? I mean, we could go
Yeah.
weeks with no rain, and it could be a drought again, and this is enough to cover it, possibly. I don't know, but so Barry says April 6th, 1982, opening day of baseball in New York City postponed with a 10-inch blizzard.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yep.
But see, their opening day was April the 6th. They pushed
Right.
it ahead.
Right.
They moved it earlier by about 2 weeks because the playoffs go forever. Good morning from upstate New York. All right. Good morning,
Nice.
Tito.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Tito's a Jersey guy,
Yeah.
and I think he either moved up there or he's back and forth or something like that. So he's got Jersey roots, which is cool.
Nice.
So yeah, we appreciate him.
I feel like
chiming in.
everybody's got Jersey roots.
Yeah, exactly. Bill says it's nothing more than a business. I'm not sure
I
what.
think he's talking about baseball.
Baseball.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Morning guys from Florida. Okay,
Nice.
there we go.
Hey,
Right.
he's from Jersey too. So
Nice.
yeah.
Let's see. Kelly says good morning from Belmar. Let's see here. A great anecdote, Don. Your show is funny. Okay, that's Barry. Okay.
Barry's chiming away. He's probably sitting there on his keyboard like,
Yeah, right. He's just mad, chiming away.
exactly.
Mary here, morning from Edison. All right. Philip Alexander. I was just trying to be nice, saying that I'm in the same town as this other person. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Bill, Florida.
In the house.
It.
In the
And
house.
Tito says just
traveling. All right,
All right.
nice.
All right. So I'm gonna quickly bring in the this here as we plummet.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Why I gotta do this? What am I doing?
Traffic time.
Yeah. Tune out numbers go higher and higher.
We're gonna get Dizzle some new glasses
Yeah.
I know.
and a
Right.
computer.
His readers aren't working.
Yeah, my cheaters are not working
Cheaters.
right.
Mine are
So
cheaters.
we
by the
go
way.
here. Yeah, we go north of the Parkway. We got some. I have an accident here, just north of 280 and 145. So it's been out there since we were just before we came on the air here. I was looking at it, so it's been out there for solid half hour or more. You may want to stay with the turnpike. They're a little congested. This is just normal stuff going from 12 on up into 13. So again, nothing out of the ordinary there. Eastbound Route 3 is jamming up there into Route 17. I wouldn't say there's terribly any sun glare because there really isn't much with clouds right now. Southbound 15 or Berkshire Valley Road is heavy, and eastbound 46. It's out in Mount Olives. There's got to be something going on there. That should not be in the red this early in the morning. Let me just see if I can zoom in real fast. Where is that? Just before Bud Lake. So again, it could just be an issue right at the traffic light of some capacity, but nothing terrible, just something little, a blip coming up. Northbound on 287. Getting a little bit busy here, just past the turnpike. But again, Monmouth, Mercer County, 295, 195. Parkway Turnpike is all good, even 5542. I think they're getting real close to finishing that project. The ongoing nightmare has been for those residents there. Washington Township, Deptford, That whole area has just been under construction forever. And then off Cape May, we're in pretty good shape as we usually are. Let's give you the tunnels and bridges here. Actually, the bridges and tunnels, I should say. Speaking of that, I'll be on 1010 Wins on Saturday. All day Saturday. Yeah,
Nice.
from 12:30 to 8. 40 at the George, half hour at the Lincoln, and 25 to 30 at the Holland. So be mindful of that. Check in with our friends at New Jersey Transit. Let's see what the deal is here. It's gonna be interesting with that congestion pricing. Once it finally kicks in, if it does at all, I don't even know. It's just see if the what do you call it? The trains here get busier.
It would seem to make sense, right?
Yeah,
Seems
it's
to
going
make
to be a
sense,
hot
but it's
mess.
just- you know what? I got a feeling it's going to be one of these things where people are just going to end up paying it anyway. I hate to say it, but they're just going to end up paying it.
Well, in some cases, you can't avoid it. Some people have to.
Right, especially if you have to go in early.
Yeah.
With it's just a horror show. It's bad. It's a bad deal. It's just a horror show that we're paying. New Jersey, I think, is really picking up a majority of the brunt of this. Okay. But in some ways, yes, we do have representation because we obviously like the governor who's on, can represent us in some capacity, but this is really an MTA thing. So even in that, there's really not a whole lot other than what Murphy's been trying to do with the lawsuits and everything else like that. But I mean, we really have no say. It's different when they raise the bridges and tunnels because it's the Port Authority and then the governor sits on the board along with the New York governor. So technically, yes, we do have a vote because you're going to vote the governor, but that's about it. But with the MTA, I mean, we have there's nothing.
No recourse.
There's no recourse at all. So it's either like, pay it or figure something out.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you have to get in early and things like that, the New Jersey Transit, the first trains leave at 4:30, but they don't get into the city really until like 5:30, 5:45. It's not like they're getting there at 4:00 in the morning for somebody who has to work an early shift. Like maybe for us, if we're doing, end up doing something on TV, they have to do the morning show that, we got to be there at 3:30. You don't have a chance. So
Isn't it at certain times though, the fee?
It's from, I think, 5 a.m. until 9 p.m. is the full, supposedly, I think the full $15. And then it's going to be like a deeply discounted rate for like overnight from like 9 p.m. until 5 a.m. So it's like 75% off, whatever that is, of 15
what a
bucks.
deal.
So it's a couple dollars. Yeah, right. Exactly. What a deal.
Especially a city like New York, which is having its issues, no doubt.
It's like the 80s all over again.
Exactly.
It's pretty
like
crazy.
Why?
It's nuts.
It seems like that is a step in the wrong direction.
Yeah. It's even it's funny. Well, it's not funny. We, went in, see a show. I think it was even last year. And because they legalized marijuana and all that, people are lighting up on every street corner in Times Square. And for it to be so noticeable that my son was like, what does that smell? Like, why are people smoking? And like, it's like quick tutorial on what not to do. And
right.
But it's just like, really? And it's pretty rampant. It's pretty crazy. I mean, that's just the start of some of the, changes, but
right. No, how many times, I can't tell you how many times I pulled up to a stoplight in my car and smelled weed.
Yeah.
And somebody's lighting up like in the car next to me, obviously while they're driving.
Yeah.
And you wonder why car insurance rates are sky high because these knuckleheads are blazing away in a car and getting in car accidents.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we even have our own, they just raised the gas tax, I think by what, 2 cents or something like that. It's going to go up for the next 5 years. I mean, okay, a dime is a dime, but it's just the principle of it again. It's like another hit with that. And it's that transportation fund. That's part of the issue. It's got to stay at a certain level.
Right.
So, but, so we'll see with the, the congestion pricing. Again, they still haven't really said when exactly it's going to happen.
But they voted it through, right?
They voted it through, right?
Yeah.
They voted it through, but again, with all the pending lawsuits and stuff like that, I think that's still has to play out. So it may or may not, or maybe they just go ahead and just start implementing it. I don't know. Who knows?
What
Yeah.
happens
It's a mess.
first? You have to start paying on that, or Trump has to start paying on his bond.
I don't know. The two could
Well,
be
he
hand-
sold his media company, so he's got a lot less coin than he has to pay in the first place. But
Yeah,
you know,
I don't
oh
know.
my
It's crazy.
goodness.
It is crazy. It's a crazy world.
Yeah, it is. Kathy says good morning. So good morning to you. We've got Pat here in Forked River. Not Forked River.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
good morning
Exactly.
to you. 7:26. So I think it's 7:30. G. We'll do the spots. I think that's a good time to do that. We'll jump
Yeah.
back into a little weather there. I don't know. Okay, did you see? Oh, let's see here. Woodbridge Corvette Club. Nice. Good morning. Happy upcoming holiday weekend to all. Mike C. Nice. I'm getting closer to that car season. Another
Yeah.
probably about another month or so. Usually
Yeah.
around the end of April. I think that's about when the first Galloping Hill Cruisers show.
Well, Dizzle just
off.
added to his new brigade.
Exactly.
I
You launched
did,
the
I
did.
Regale us
Whip?
with
I
your
did,
new,
yeah. I don't have. You know what? I don't have any pictures. I didn't download
new
them.
member of the fleet.
Ah.
It is, yeah, another Cadillac. Yep. Oh, what am I doing? Get my
I
head
saw it
examined.
yesterday. I asked him if it bounces.
It bounces.
Yeah,
like
very
some
up and
car.
down. It's
A little Snoop Dogg playing.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was just watching the end of Straight Outta Compton last night too.
Wow.
We're gonna trick out his caddy and be like Straight Outta
should.
Cranford.
Oh my
Dude,
gosh,
oh
that would
my
be
God.
amazing.
Oh,
We're gonna
good
swap
Lord.
Cranford for Compton.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I was just. I don't know.
He's
I
like,
don't
I
know.
have no words.
I just don't. I don't have any answers. What do I need with three
He
cars?
likes Cadillacs.
I
Yeah,
do.
this is
I
Caddy
do.
man.
Caddy.
Caddy man. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Put that on the plate, Caddy man.
Caddy.
Yeah, but yeah, the car season should be starting up soon, which is good to see. So the guys down at and the guys and gals are at the Woodbridge Corvette Club do a nice job. So that'll be good to finally get a lot of these cars out of storage, out of the garages, and all fired up and ready to go. One thing I was going to bring up, and we can do it after the break, is the New Jersey Hall of Fame. Did you guys see this with the nominations they brought out? And you had to vote. You have to vote on them by I think April 15th or so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thought maybe we could go through some of that if
Yeah.
you like, just to see who's on the list. For the longest time, I kept meaning to write. I think you have to write a letter or something if you want to nominate something. I think anybody could do it, right? I think.
Yeah, I think you have to get enough votes though, and that's
No, I'm
tricky.
saying anybody could just send you. I don't know if it's an application, an online friend that you could pick anybody that's got New Jersey roots, right? I don't think
Really?
it's certain. I don't think it's a certain group that has to just any resident of New Jersey. I think.
Huh.
Oh, really?
So we can nominate G-Man.
Yeah.
Well, that was my plan was to
I
nominate
get two
you.
votes. You and Dizzle. Oh, three. You, Dizzle, and
No.
Barry.
No, no.
And maybe T-Bone. Maybe four.
Not
T-Bone.
even your wife.
Not even Big
Okay,
Mike.
5.
Not even Robin. Come on.
All right, we'll get 6.
All right, you go. See, all right. Now you're
We're
up
on
to
a
6.
roll.
you're up to
Will will
6.
dangle the carrot here, depending on how many names we read.
That's it. I'm sure we got 43 people that are watching us now. So you're up to about 50 plus already,
See
dude.
that? See
You're
that?
rolling high, man, in less than
Jeez.
30 seconds.
I'll be retired before you know it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that was I've always wanted to do it. Was you and Kurt,
Yeah.
since basically being there doing New Jersey
And
news from
Della.
the beginning.
And
And
Della.
Della. Yeah. Doing New Jersey news right from the beginning and a staple, whatever on TV for almost 30 years. But well, maybe we'll make that happen again. We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
We'll make that
Dizzle.
happen. Yeah.
It's always next year.
Always next year. Let's see
Always
here.
a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Sally says, I'm from Garrett Mountain in Patterson. Cool.
Nice, Sally.
Nice. All right, G, let me get your Millwork boys here. Let me get this in the system. Give me 1 second. Let's see. There it
is.
No,
Oh,
no,
boy.
no, it's not. No, it's
Oh.
not. No, it's not.
False alarm.
There it
There
is.
it is.
Go ahead.
All right. So the boys at Eastern Architectural Millwork, Eastern Fiberglass, and Eastern Architectural Millwork and Exteriors gearing up. The shop is in full swing, and they are super busy producing pergolas, trellises, louvered pergolas, as well as an array of outdoor products, siding, as well as full outdoor makeover. So give Eastern Architectural Millwork a call for your next project.
All right. We also have Travels with Darley, wonderful sponsor of the broadcast. I want to thank Darley Newman so much for all the support she's given myself in my own efforts in the beginnings of this show, and now continue with Good Morning New Jersey. You can watch her show on PBS Create New Jersey, PBS, Amazon Prime, and Wonderum. Go to her website, darley-newman.com. And her most recent episodes, the last 3 episodes, have all been about New Jersey Revolutionary War history, and it's just been outstanding, like Emmy Award winning stuff. Like, it was really, really good. She was in Morristown, she was in Perth Amboy, New Brunswick, also Monmouth Battlefield. She was there, so really good stuff. If you haven't checked it out, please do. If you can, just go to New Jersey PBS. I think it's channel 50 over the air. I guess I'm aging myself, but I don't know what it is on some of the cable systems, but definitely give it a look. Go to the website, New Jersey PBS. I'm sure you probably find it on demand in some capacity, but just awesome stuff. A lot of fun, a lot of different, honestly, some history that I didn't even know of. And I've been in New Jersey all my life. Some very interesting, cool facts about Perth Amboy, like the city hall, about how it was built, and that structure is like 300. I think it goes back to 1714, and the thing is still standing. Like, it's just solid as a rock. I mean, it's just amazing, the engineering that they had 300 years ago. And it's just really fascinating to see how that was all built, and a lot of the different history with George Washington. So again, this Travels with Darley. It's her Revolutionary War road trips episode. Please definitely check that out. And there's a recent picture of the two of us there over in Morristown, when she so graciously invited me to come out and see the premiere of the Morristown episode, which I thought was really cool there at the Morris Museum. And actually, the Morris Museum is really a fascinating place as well. Also, check out her Instagram accounts here. And this will kind of walk you through some of the stuff. This is there's no sound, so I'll just play it here. But this is some of the stuff for the Revolutionary War trips. This was in Trenton at the archives. That's the barracks. And it's just, like I said, it's just interesting stuff that kind of your local neighborhoods, the history behind it. How many times do you actually hear about it? So once again, Travels with Darley. Check her out on her Instagram page. Give her a follow. And again, darley-newman.com is the place for any and all information. All right, so let's bring this back to us here. There we go. Yeah, it was interesting, like I said, about the Perth Amboy thing.
Sorry.
No problem.
Can't really hear you guys for some reason.
Oh, got it. You got me?
Hey.
Not really.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Ground control to Major Tom. Look out. Ground control. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. He can't hear us.
That's the most compelling.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was just mentioning again, even, closer in your neck of the woods, New Brunswick and stuff. Interesting, like, just history, of just different things, the places you always pass all the time, these old homes. And it's just interesting how that kind of comes to be, like I said.
Yeah, I mean, even the Monmouth Battlefield.
Right.
We passed it the other day, and my son was like, "Oh, that's the Monmouth Battlefield?" And I was like, "Yeah," because he's learning about it in school now. So there's a lot of that.
And I think New Jersey does a fairly good job, if not really excellent job, in trying to preserve a lot of this history too, with the open spaces, or protecting them with the historic value of a lot of these homes and land and things like that. But they honestly, they're having challenges too.
Yeah.
So it's literally an ongoing battle.
Yeah.
But, all right, so G's having some technical difficulties there, so we'll check in with him in a few minutes.
Darley sent him over the edge.
I guess so, right? Exactly. Let's bring in another comment here. Linda, good morning. Wish I could tune in the entire time, but can't. Your old grandson will let me go. You guys are great. Thanks, Linda. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Valeria, good morning, all. It's great to see all of you. Good to see you as well. And again, subscribe to the program if you can. Let's see, Kathy, good morning from South Amboy. Okay, very close to Perth Amboy there. Cheryl says good morning from Upper Saddle River. Very nice. Very good stuff there in Bergen County. Cool. Let me see if I can bring up that Hall of Fame. Now,
So I was
there's
just looking for it.
yeah.
You can submit a normal, regular
Uh-huh.
New Jersey-in. I think the submissions was
Mhm.
by February 15th, and now they vote on it
Okay.
between now and April something.
Right. So
So
now I'll just bring this. Let me see if I can bring this in. There we go. Um, Now is there's an actual like physical Hall of Fame now, right? Don't
yeah,
they
it's
have
an American Dream.
American Dream? Okay.
Yeah, they recently. I mean, I don't know if it's open yet. I haven't,
Okay.
but they were building it for a while.
Okay.
And I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be a pretty cool kind of
Pretty
place to
cool thing,
visit.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for a while there wasn't it like a traveling kind of thing. It was like
Yes.
a,
And
a
they
trailer
have
or
like
truck.
holograms there, and
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's pretty cool. I mean, just the layout of it looked cool. I haven't actually physically been there, but
Sure.
like last year they had Tiki Barber, they had Patty
Uh-huh.
Scalfa, they had who else did they have that was on the list?
I don't know where I found that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you. I just
Yeah,
started
no, you're
here.
but yeah, so the actual I think nominees come out in July, I wanna say.
Well,
That's
I
how it
I
came.
think I just voted on something yesterday.
You can vote now. The voting is open,
Correct. Right. They have like
but
there's
the
like 60
actual
of them or
list
something.
of nominees doesn't I don't think it comes out until the summer.
Right. Yeah. Yes. I think you're correct. Um.
'Cause it's a public anybody can vote, so if you go and look at the list
Right. So this is just from
in the
NJ.com.
running, yeah,
Some
Bill
in the
Maher.
running.
I'm surprised Kevin Smith, quite honestly, isn't on there,
I'm surprised he's not in
already.
there already.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure I think this is where I linked to it from. I guess it doesn't want to link it.
You got a firewall.
Huh. Yeah. I was thinking I just wanted to just see the names. That's all.
Oh, nominees include Leslie Gore, that one, Savion
Oh,
Glover.
yeah. Right.
That's
So I wanted to do it
2024.
like I wanted to vote. I mean, because that brings them all up.
There, click here.
Oh,
It's
here
right
it is.
there.
Here are the
Yeah, yeah.
nominees. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
So arts and letters. Some of these names I'm not from. Dana
yeah.
Bash. She from CNN. I think she's
Yes.
from CNN, right? Yeah.
CNN
Oh.
or PBS?
Something like that. She's
Yeah.
in the news in some capacity. Let's see the G-Man come back.
I'm
There
back.
he is.
He's
There he
back.
is.
Yeah, it was so weird. It was like
I can't see the list though, really.
I went to get a cup of
Yeah.
coffee and like
You see it
I
now?
faintly heard through my IFB. Like
Oh.
you guys were like so.
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Make
No, I'm
this-
good now. I actually switched IFBs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See if I can make the print a little larger so everybody could see it.
Oh, there
You
you
see
go.
that,
Yeah,
Jake? Yeah.
Dana.
Yeah. Some of the other names I'm not really familiar with.
Dana Bash is from CNN. Yeah.
Okay.
She's been there a long
That's
time.
arts and letters, education and science. I don't know. I'm not just being honest. I don't know any of these names. They don't. Maybe Alfred Kinsey. He wasn't the one with the. Why does the name Kinsey sound familiar? For some reason, I don't know. I thought there was a movie or something about
Kinsey?
He's not the one with
Yeah.
the sex ed books or whatever. Like the
Yes.
is
Yeah.
that him? Yeah.
That's him.
Wow. How did I find that one?
Oh, he was born in Hoboken. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Enterprise. I don't know what that is. Kay Hovanian. That's the home builder.
Mm-hmm.
You get that name from. Let's see.
Savion Glover.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Where's he from?
Newark area, I want to say.
Is he? Okay.
I mean, he's performing a lot at NJ Pack. He has a kids program teaching obviously tap and all of that
Okay.
to younger, Newark.
Cool.
It's a great program too. Oh my gosh, it's one of the most popular ones, and he's still performing at NJ Pack and pretty much all over New Jersey.
Right. Mhm.
But of course, he got his start in New York City. You know, his claim to fame.
Sure.
Bringing the noise, bring the funk.
Right.
Who was Savion Glover?
Yeah.
Yes, I saw him in Jelly's Last Jam, I think.
Yeah, he's just amazing.
He was great.
Real quick, we got Brian here coming in from Westfield. Why does that last name sound familiar? I feel like I know Brian. I guess I don't know. Elizabeth here, hi from Freehold, and Anthony says I nominate Christina Bear for the New Jersey. Nice.
We'll vote for her.
We'll put those nominations.
That'll be 2 votes.
That's it. And then it's going to say best podcast New Jersey. It's Good Morning New Jersey, right? So Sandra D. Right, you know that name.
Yeah.
Lola Falana, Leslie Gore, Warren Littlefield. I think he was the head of NBC back in the Seinfeld days or something like that.
Yeah.
Bill Maher, obviously Kevin Smith. And again, it's Kevin Smith. I'm surprised he wasn't like the first class, right? Phoebe Snow, Michael
Uslan. Yeah, he's an actor.
Oh, okay. Public service. We've got Cahill, I believe I think he was the governor, in fact, for back in the 60s, maybe. Chertoff, I think he was the director of Homeland Security.
Yes.
Maybe during 9/11, maybe? Or no, after it, like just right after, like Joe Louis Clark. Is that Joe Clark? Like the Batman, Joe Clark from Patterson? I think maybe it is. How was he not in there, right? I don't know. Let's see, anybody else that we recognize? Sports here, Martin Brodeur, Hubie Brown. Hubie Brown actually coached at Cranford High School. He was the basketball coach there. Oral Hershiser.
Tim Howard, the soccer.
Yeah, Oral Hershiser. Where is he from in New Jersey? Wow. Bill Parcells, Drew Pearson, Mary Decker Slaney. I knew that. So yeah, so this is kind of fun. It's kind of fun that they have, New Jersey has a Hall of Fame, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And that you're able to just put in it, fill out the form and
anybody can vote. It's up to the public. Anybody can.
That's right. And then don't they usually have like a red carpet or something? There's always like a big ceremony.
Yeah. So again, they may have it at American Dream now, but this past year they had it at American Dream when they opened the whole place.
Oh,
so
cool. Fun.
It was in the fall.
In the fall, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was usually like around November or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what else we got? Nothing there. You can hear us, G?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he's like, I'm back. Yeah, all right.
I feel like hanging behind my head,
What?
Sorry. It's like all like janged up here, but it works.
We need to send you back out to find more people.
Exactly.
More people
through casinos.
Yes. I'm still so mad that I signed off right as you met somebody from Tom's River.
Yeah.
And you called it.
Waiting for it all morning.
Yeah.
You called it though. You're like, as soon as I sign off, in 2 minutes he's gonna find somebody. And I don't even know if it was even 2 minutes. It was probably like 90 seconds.
It was great. It was
hysterical.
Goodness.
I think she was in Tom's River, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Tom's River. Yeah.
Ocean County. Yeah.
Ocean. Yeah.
Ocean County. Yeah. So, so where are we going with this here? I don't got anything. I don't know.
No, I mean, I think
I don't have the crickets thing. I don't know.
We're sandwiched between two weather systems, as mentioned. It's getting a little cloudier outside. We have the chance of rain tomorrow, but it's really Thursday. That's the that's really the kind of the cruddy day, Thursday. So you can see that's the exit of that on Thursday, and that's Thursday night. That's 2 a.m. actually into Friday morning. Watching that, so it's an all-day affair on Thursday. This is 72 hours out, so let's go back to like 60. And, we're still pretty covered and smothered here Thursday afternoon and towards Thursday evening. You can see some of the greens here, Monmouth and Ocean County. So I think we're talking about at least a solid inch worth of rain here, which is going to push some locations over an inch, by the time we're all said and done, as that wave of low pressure moves up from the south. So because of that movement, that south to north movement, it tends to take longer. We tend to see those rains train over the same areas. And usually the totals are higher than what you would get from a system that just kind of moves in from west to east. So
does it go out as far as, for the holiday weekend?
Yeah, good point. Let's check out Easter. Yep, no doubt. Let's see here.
Because Easter is, like
Easter
2-3 weeks
Sunday.
earlier than it was last year. It's just, I don't know, something about having Easter in April where it's like 65, 70.
Yeah, it's weird that it's early.
It is, right?
Weird.
Yeah.
So 100 and let's see what day this is. So this is Saturday night. Looks like we get some rain the day before Easter, but
Jeez.
Easter Sunday itself, I
Uh-huh.
think shapes up really well. It's still a couple showers lingering into 2 a.m. Easter
Mhm.
Sunday morning, and then heading out for services, maybe some egg hunts or whatever. There it is.
Oh,
Easter
that's good.
morning looks really good.
Nice.
12 p.m.
Nice.
Sunday morning. That's Easter, and a lot of congregations and things of that nature do like sunrise services on Easter.
Sure.
So, we're good for that, which is great. So Easter afternoon looking fantastic. So if you're doing like
Yeah.
an Easter brunch, if you're going out to dinner, staying home, having an Easter celebration at your house,
Nice.
it looks fantastic. So
Cool.
thankfully Easter Sunday looks good.
Another question for you. How far out does that model go? Because we've got the eclipse coming up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
a
isn't that next
from
week?
Monday.
Yeah.
The 8th, I think it is.
the 8th.
Does it go out that far? Just if we're gonna get showered.
384 hours out. So that's
Exactly.
6th of April, actually more like, late on the 5th into the 6th.
Okay.
So you
So
can see South Jersey has a little bit of rain.
right.
But the path of totality is really,
it's up where you're gonna be next in Buffalo.
yeah,
You
yeah.
just missed it.
Buffalo's in the path. I know
Yeah.
Delta initially started with one Eclipse flight.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fly it sold out very quickly. They added another one that sold out. So yeah, so I will be out of Buffalo by the time the Eclipse.
Oh wow.
Back in Jersey, but
Wow.
and when I go up there, I usually do like an Airbnb or whatever. I could only imagine the Airbnb and hotel rates for the Eclipse. I
Oh
mean,
wow. Yeah.
when
Oh,
I was
yeah.
last there in February, they were gearing up and talking about the eclipse. So
Right.
it is going to be bonkers.
Well, here in New Jersey, I just did a piece of, hopefully it'll be on the air by Thursday or so, with the amateur astronomers group at Union College in Cranford, and they were saying here you're still going to get like 90% coverage, which is still, it's not
Yeah.
the full deal,
Right.
but it's it's still pretty good. I mean, you certainly have to protect your eyes. Obviously, you have to get the glasses and so forth, and never look at the sun ever.
Yeah,
But,
and they're talking about animals that come out at night,
yeah,
come out during
right.
the day, just because
Uh-huh.
they think it's night.
Yeah.
All
Uh-huh.
different things. And from an emergency management perspective, they're really concerned about, because of things being clogged up, or especially in the areas where, people are flocking to. And I think
Sure.
Buffalo is going to be one of those areas.
It is. It is. You're right.
They're worried about emergency management responses and different things because of the increased people, as well as, it being dark, and
Sure.
and stuff. So
I don't know how long the totality is. I don't know how long of an event it is. I would imagine it's not terribly long. I mean, we're not talking hours, but I
Right,
imagine
right.
it's probably minutes. Maybe it's 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't.
Yeah.
Not in that space. I don't know what that is. But
I guess it depends on where you are, actually.
depends on where you are. That's right. I'm sure here in New Jersey, it's only going to be just a few minutes, I think, and it's somewhere in between like 3:15 in the afternoon, because I think some of the couple of the schools already have said that they're going to let the kids out of school
Really?
Yep.
early,
Oh.
or some capacity. I don't know. I'm not sure the logic in that, but maybe there's a half day or something, or going to give them off altogether. I'm not sure what the logic is, that they want them to either go see it or they don't want them.
No, I don't think they want the liability.
Yeah.
I think
That's
I think
usually
they're
what
like,
it is.
okay.
Right.
So yeah,
You're
so
saying they don't want the liability of the kids being on school time and school grounds and then not having enough of the glasses or whatever for these kids to look up, because they're going to do it.
Mhm,
When somebody tells you not to do anything, what do? You do the opposite. So, and
exactly.
then some kid gets blinded or whatnot. So I didn't think about that. Yeah, it's a great point. It's a
All I can think
fantastic
about is these
point.
people shelling out money for a special flight or whatever. And then can you imagine if the weather's going to be garbage? Then it's all that money
Well,
you spent to
right.
go look at an eclipse that you can't
Yeah.
see.
Well, I guess that's the part of the chance you take. I know, but you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know how much those flights were. Were they like a couple grand a ticket?
Yeah, I don't remember, but if I'm just looking at this map,
Yeah.
the totality path, and I would say,
Can you share that?
It's on my phone.
Oh, it's on your phone. Okay. No problem.
So,
You know what? Let me see if you do that. Let me put the weather map up and then I'll
but New York State itself
consider
probably
it
has the largest area of the path of totality, perhaps. Actually, it looks like half of New Hampshire is in there too, and a good chunk of Maine and even Ohio. So New York and Ohio might have the largest swath of real estate, if you will, in the path of totality. And in New York State, you basically have, Albany, Rochester, Syracuse, probably Binghamton, certainly Buffalo. So you have, the major upstate New York and Western New York cities in the path of totality. Pennsylvania just kind of clips Western PA. I'm not quite sure if Pittsburgh would be in the path of totality. It might be on the edge of that.
okay.
But
So
Ohio, right.
yeah, I found this map here.
So look at like New York. I feel like you have half of upstate New York in that path.
So this is where you'll be here. Like it literally is cutting. It's literally you're right in the bullseye of Buffalo. Like literally is on that center line. And yeah, you're right. Yeah, at least half of upstate New York. Yeah, from Syracuse, Rochester, Watertown, Messina.
Right. So Binghamton probably not in it, but but you have Syracuse, you have Rochester, you have Buffalo. Buffalo, by the way, is the second largest city in New York State, aside from New York City. So obviously, there's a big difference in population. You have Cleveland in it. I mean, Cleveland is going to be a huge center for this.
So okay, so here is at 307. That's here in Indianapolis. I guess we go up further up the line. So
I think that's the route. I don't know where it leaves from or lands from, but I think that's basically the route that those Delta flights are going to take.
Yeah, so it's right here, 321. As it, this is doing it in real time. We got to do speed 60 here. There you go.
Somebody's saying hi this morning.
Hi.
Hi. Before his Pop-Tarts.
Exactly.
What's the flavor of choice?
What's the flavor of choice this morning? Chocolate. Anything chocolate. Mom of the year.
Nice.
Chocolate in the morning.
Okay, so there it is at 307. You can see the path of totality there is going through Indianapolis.
Right.
And look how fast it's moving. I mean, it's only going to be, you're going to come straight through Cleveland at 3:15. And by 3:07, it's like 2-3 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
Buffalo's.
But this is all weather dependent, though, right?
Correct.
Like,
yeah, 3:21.
Well, I mean, obviously, better weather would help. I mean, if it was raining out, it would really suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You spend all this money to go upstate, get an Airbnb or whatever.
It's a pretty cool map. I gotta say, that's pretty neat. Because it seems like it almost gets wider. Well, maybe I'm wrong. It's just the way the map looks. But
no, it's just like the arcing of the just geography. That Texas is so big, it looks like it doesn't have, but it probably has the same width of totality. That everyone else does. It's just such a big state. Right.
That's neat. So yeah, it's going to be certainly going to be a very, very quick event. There's no question about that. There's wow, this is computer on overload. Man, this thing is like smoking. See smoke coming out of it.
Smoke.
Also want to give a big hello to our friends. Oh, wow, this computer is really on the last legs here.
So maybe we can get like a empty coffee cup and like panhandle for donation.
Yeah, for Don's new computer.
I just want to say a big hello to our friend Cynthia there at the Bottle Stop in Spring Lake. So we haven't forgotten about you. We're gonna get to talking with you here shortly, probably another couple weeks or whatever. But just wanted to say hello to her. Yeah, more people want to say hello to here before we sign off in the next 5 minutes. We've got Anne Marie coming in from Old Bridge. Good morning to you. I'm hoping that if it's not, I mean, it looks like stop motion here with me. I mean, it's just.
That's why it might be your internet.
I don't know what it is. Well, it's probably the internet, yes, but then the other part of it too is this computer is 10 years old. It's just, but it's meant for this. So Jennifer from Belmar, let's see here. Good morning from Kathy and Howell.
Yep.
Very nice.
Good morning.
And yeah, so there we go. All right. Well, this thing is, hold on. Let me just close. I gotta close a couple of the tabs here. Hang on.
Overload.
Overload.
It is overload. Yeah. Overload at the George, about 45. Lincoln is about a half, and the Holland is about 25. There.
I don't know if you saw that too. It's not New Jersey, obviously, but it's
Oh,
Baltimore. Do you see the bridge collapse?
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, I did.
Where
So
is it,
it was a let me see. I'm just
but
looking
not
it
like
up.
a 95 or an 895.
Yeah,
Baltimore Key Bridge.
let me see if I can bring it up on the map.
Francis Scott Key
Francis Scott Key.
Bridge. The bridge. It was struck by a container ship
I believe my good friend
and it
Tom,
collapsed.
yeah, my good friend Tom Kaminsky there in the chopper. It sounds like he's familiar with the Baltimore area, and he was mentioning it this morning as I was getting ready. And he said it's like a cut through for a lot of the trucks from 95.
From 695. So it's a link between 695 or the Baltimore Beltway.
I'm sorry.
So
Okay, what was the name of the bridge again?
695. The Key Bridge.
There's also a Key Bridge, not to be confused with the Key Bridge heading out from DC to Virginia. That's also a Key Bridge.
Yeah, it's 1.6 miles long, 4 lanes.
Francis Scott
Hit by a cargo or container ship. 7 people
Ooh.
were missing, 2 rescued from the water so far.
Oh no! Wow,
It's crazy. The
Oh,
whole thing
boy.
just went down. I mean,
So, just a little aside, if you, let's say we're driving to Washington, D.C. or Virginia, whatever, your GPS wants to take you around D.C.
because it's a
would get
mess.
off before Baltimore pretty much on 895. I think it's 895.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
And then it puts you on that stupid Baltimore, Washington Parkway,
Yep.
which is 295 around DC for whatever reason. And Waze does this all the time. So I always blow that off. I always stay on 95 and then take, from where I'm going, I get on the Beltway 495 west for one exit, and I sort of backdoor into the northeastern part of DC into that Brookland section. So that's the way I do it. So the BWI Parkway is like the Merritt in Connecticut. It's 2 lanes. If somebody breaks down, there's 2 lanes with no shoulder.
It's a hot mess.
It's a hot mess. You have a flat tire, somebody has a flat tire, it just jams up like that. So
just for everyone's point of reference, it's right in this area here. So here's 95. So you can see how that could be a cut through, like you said, with Waze or any of your navigation programs and bring you across. But did they say how it came down? Okay, anything?
A cargo ship hit it overnight,
and
then brought it down.
Oh, there's a lot of questions that immediately come to my mind, but I want to say with it, wow, my goodness. Well, hopefully everyone's all right. It's wow. I have to see if is there video or is there pictures or anything like that? I don't want to bring up anybody's other news site, but just 2 minutes. I don't know.
The shot I'm looking at is kind of far away too.
Yeah,
but you can kind of see it. I mean, it's on CNN. All broken up in the water. It's crazy.
Oh my God! Wow.
The bridge is in the water or the ship?
Yeah, the bridge.
Wow.
Yeah. So, how does that happen? Nobody, like you said, there's going to be a huge investigation.
Yeah, you know what? I would go to it, but I've had issues with YouTube and the other job that you start showing someone they get all excited and they start taking your stuff down. We don't need that. So
I'm just looking from the FAA. They have flight restrictions around the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, which obviously makes sense. But that is some really, really congested airspace, whether it be Baltimore. Baltimore is also a hub for Southwest BWI.
Right.
So, so that's probably in that TFR, as well as maybe the 2 major airports in DC. So you got National, and actually the other one's actually in Northern Virginia. But so that's going to be a mess.
Which one's in Northern Virginia? Is that Reagan National or Dulles?
Yeah, Dulles is in Northern Virginia. Reagan National is actually in DC.
Right.
Yeah, they got all these photos. People Magazine picked it up.
Oh boy.
Of the bridge in the water, broken in half.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I see that. Wow. I'm watching something on Twitter, and it's not like a set. It's like this thing. It was like the Jetstar roller coaster off of Seaside. You know, the
Yeah.
Jetstar probably fared better than this bridge. I
Yep.
mean, this thing just full on failure. Whole thing practically collapsed
In the water.
in the
Yeah.
water. Yeah, whole
Wow.
thing.
Like I said, I wish I could show it. I just want to take a chance and then we get a strike or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're really kind of strict with that stuff, but well, we just hope everyone's all right. And, we'll see what the outcome of this is. It'll probably be a 5-year investigation of some capacity as far as why the cargo ship hit the bridge, but, it could be a multitude of things. You don't even
Yeah.
But, wow.
So, if you are traveling south today from New Jersey, that's something to keep in mind.
Correct. Yes. That you could see a lot more. I mean, I would imagine this whole, obviously this whole this section at 695 is going to be shut for like, who knows how long.
Probably. Yeah.
Because it sounds like I haven't seen the pictures, but it sounds like there's just nothing there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So,
No, and so 95 is going to be that much more.
Oh, it's going to get absolutely hammered. Yeah. Unless they figure out some sort of, like the bridge collapse outside of Philly.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing.
Back together again. So maybe there's some sort of plan, maybe to try to figure out something. Again, this is a bit of I think it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
You're going over water, and I think that bridge really, I believe, was only going over like an underpass.
Right.
So it's it's a bit of a different deal. All right, so we got a couple more minutes, not to end on a downer here, but let's see here. We've got I had one more here. Good morning from Bloomingdale, Sal. So good morning to you. I think that's and
Sal
Jackie here, Jackie coming in from Freehold. So good morning to you.
By the way, the Hall of Fame the ceremony was at NJPAC, not at
NJPAC.
Yeah,
got it.
But the museum's at American Dream. Just correcting myself.
There you go.
Cool. Very nice. All right. So, Kay, you got anything coming up here that you wanna?
Still writing for parents. A lot of fun articles. I just did a review of the new Ghostbusters movie to see if it's appropriate for kids under 10. Which
that's an interesting.
I have decided. I think I'm going to wait to bring my littles, even though they've seen all the other ones and they've seen Venom and all the other PG-13 movies. So yeah, check it out, parents.com. Cool. I'm also doing a couple of stories for the new Dr. Phil network called Merit Street Media that launches next month.
Oh, nice.
So you can check your local listings. They're national and it's streaming 24/7, but also on cable. So
and it's called. You spell that again? Is it Merit?
Merit Street Media. They have a morning show and a night show as well.
Very good.
Where are they based at? Are they in Atlanta?
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their main hub. So that launches April 6th.
Oh, okay. Very good. Good stuff. All right. And then G, you're up in Buffalo next week.
Yep. Okay. Morning show Tuesday through Friday. So pretty exciting. I'm sure all the pre-eclipse stuff will just be bonkers. Who knows? I mean,
I'm sure they're gonna have you hit that forecast real hard on like Friday morning. Because 3 days out, so probably all eclipse forecasts from that point. Yeah.
So it should be interesting for sure. So
and they can watch, and people can watch online. Is that right?
Yep, they could watch it. Go to WGRZ.com. We stream live, so you can check it out as well, which is really cool. And so I'll have a bunch of eclipse tidbits and stuff, and
nice
my usual shenanigans. Then,
oh boy, nice.
Hopefully we'll try. Good weather for it too.
I hope so. I look back. I spent half of February in Buffalo, and thankfully, it was one of the snowless February's up there. I just didn't really want to get hammered with 4 feet of snow or something crazy. It would be cool, but logistics and getting to work and all the things that we stress about, would my stress level through the roof. So anyway, so I did have a little bit of lake effect. We had some snow, when I was there, but nothing crazy. So I feel like I came through February up in Buffalo and Western New York pretty unscathed.
Nice.
So fingers crossed here for April.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff. And let's see what else is for me. So 10-10 wins. I'll be on Saturday, 12:30 to 8 every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes on the ones. That's it. Next report coming up at 8:11. 10-10 wins. 92.3 FM. Nice.
Fabulous. It just comes seamlessly.
On that note.
What was that?
I said it's seamless for you.
Oh.
It's just like, yeah.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's not work at all. The
Yeah.
hardest part really is getting into the studio.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the logistics of you getting the train and all that stuff. Because the parking down there is not the easiest. It's easier if you go early in the morning, obviously, but at 12:30, it's a little tough. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's about what I got going on. So
Nice.
so we'll set the show up for next week. And maybe
Right on time.
Yeah, right on time.
Right on cue.
Pop-Tarts are done. Pop-Tarts are done, man.
Pop-Tarts are done and the dog is
So we'll set the show up for next Tuesday, and if you're able to chime in there between the Today Show or whatever, and
I got to check with my man Al Roker, see if he can spare me a few moments before I throw it to him.
Yeah, I think you got to check with JS first before you check with Al Roker.
Exactly,
because it could end real bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Unless you bring him on, but I don't know. But going to his office. Hey man, I could just see how that's going to end.
I think he's actually on vacation right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So
all right, guys.
warming up. Let's see. Come on. There it is. Nice. All right. Have a good morning, New Jersey. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.